Oh boy, the leaks, they just keep on coming. I don't know what this is from, but it's obnoxious. I am almost completely sure that it is water coolant. The final stop is the bell housing. But I have no idea. It's coming from like the top. I have no idea. It looks like it's coming like out of the flywheel or something. But it's green-ish. When you feel it, it feels like water, not oil. So I guess that's good that I don't have an oil leak, but I do have a sizable water leak still. Alright, top side of the engine. I'm going to work at the cooling system. Right now I'm having multiple issues with it. That drip that you guys saw earlier, I am about 98% sure that it's the freeze plug behind the bell housing in the back of the engine. And it is not an easy thing to get to. I did check the, I checked for drips back here behind the head gasket and the freeze plug that's on the head itself. And I used like a mirror to look back there, and it looks fine, and it's all dry. And when you look underneath the engine, you see water dripping down from the flywheel, the flex plate, and just generally the area of the bell housing. So I am extremely sure other people have had this problem before, and something that also makes me a strong believer of that is that my other freeze plugs went in the back. That one was rusted out. So it makes perfect sense to me that that's the problem. So besides that drip, something else that I got to figure out with the cooling system, more on the electrical side, is this electrical fan. Doesn't come on when it's supposed to. So I got a new relay, so it comes on with the AC, but it doesn't come on when the temperature goes up. On Renix engines, there's two sensors. There's this sensor right in here, that sensor right there. That is for the electric fan. And then there's also a sensor back here. This guy. And that is the one that activates your gauge. So there's two separate temperature sensors. Even though your gauge might read correctly, this one might not read correctly. So I got a new one of these guys, and I'm going to replace that and see if that fixes my electrical fan problem. For the cooling fan, or I meant the freeze plug in the back, you got to do a bit more work. Okay, so I'm going to have to remove the exhaust pipe from the exhaust manifold all the way to the back, but they're all one piece, so I'm just going to unmold it and pull it through the front. The transmission cross member has to come down, transmission bolts have to come out, both drive shafts have to come out, and then you have to drop the transmission and the transfer case simultaneously. And then, after all that's done, behind the bell housing, there should be a freeze plug that's rusted and needs replacement. So, yeah, I did check. It's water, not oil. I smelled it. I felt it. It looks like water. It's very clear. I know I have new oil, but it looks more like water than new oil. Also, I'll have to check. I think that's a broken exhaust bracket, because my drive shaft hits the exhaust bracket when I turn right. So there's a couple more things I have to do underneath the engine. Pretty big. So that's what I'm going to have to do to fix that freeze plug. But until then, I could just live with it. But since this is going to be an off-roader, I'm not going to feel like working on this once I get it on the road, especially when it's all muddy. So I guess I'm going to do this now while I still feel like it. Everything else is looking good, though. Everything else is nice and sealed. The only other downfall in the bottle itself, I do see water occasionally drip from this lower hose. So I don't know if it just needs to be tightened or if I need a new hose or what's going on with that. I couldn't take it off. I tried really hard. And it's stuck on that bottle. Like, you can twist it, but I can't pull it off. I don't get it. I also got a new cap, so if this cap ever fails, I'll have a backup cap, because I know that they're notorious for going bad. And I know that my seal's already a little warped, so it won't be much time until that happens. But anyway, I'm going to replace that temperature sensor, and I don't know if I'll be able to test today, because I don't think I have enough gas to get this thing up to temperature. But I'll test it eventually, and I'll let you know how it goes. Woo. Alright, so here we are. New temperature sensor. This time it's the right one. It was under a different category. The category I was looking under was like temperature sensor or sender, and it had the one in the back, and the one that I got is actually, it goes in the bottom of the engine block. You probably can't see it. This one was under Radiator fan switch or something like that, so just make sure you get the right one. So now I can put it in. So disconnect this guy and disconnect this guy, and then take this guy out. All my fluid already drained, so I don't have to worry about doing this quickly, so I'll do it one-handed to show you guys. Now when I said all my fluid drained, I must have been kidding. I'm gonna go get the pan real quick. Alright. Drip pan under there. So anyway, I don't know how fast or clean I'll be able to do this, but basically, old sensor out, new one in. Fuck. My hands is all slippery, man. Alright. Sensor is back in place. Yeah, the new one is in place. And it's all plugged in. So here's the old sensor. I don't know how you can tell when one goes bad. But if you test the impedance under different temperatures, you can usually tell. But we're gonna see if maybe that fixes my problem, at least for the electric fan. I'm still gonna have to do something with the rear freeze plug. That's gonna be fun. And I saved a little bit of my coolant. Cool.